What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher. And last time, we finished things up in Fish People Land, and did so with a fair bit of violence, and burning cities, and elves capturing everyone, and may have slaughtered all of them. Now we're back in Vizima, which is, as we can see here, very much on fire. So, looks like things have been just going swell in our absence.
Our commander forbade us from joining the fight on either side. I don't understand.
That is a little weird, admittedly. That doesn't look good either. Is the ferryman still here? Doesn't look like it, unless he's hiding over there. I'm wondering is it even possible to go back to the swamplands if we wanted to now? Not sure there would be anything over there, but out of curiosity.
Are we the army or damned city guards?
Don't know.
Our commander forbade us from joining the fight on either side. I don't understand.
Where's Vincent?
Good luck, Witcher.
We're talking to him earlier. I mean,
Long live the king!
yes, we're gonna end up going into the middle of that fight, I'm sure. Wait a second. You're the other king. What are you doing here?
Greetings, Geralt.
Your Highness.
Congratulations on the professor. Pompous twit tried to blackmail me once. Thanks for the good news.
My pleasure.
What brings you here?
You know that there's like a burning city that Salamander is trying to destroy that it had come to call home or close to it. Both these things.
Some people I care about need help.
I wish you luck.
What's the situation in Vizima?
Total chaos. But thanks to my agents, Foltest returned and is trying to restore order.
I see.
That looks like
I'd
it's
like
going
to be on my way, sire.
just wonderfully.
Well.
Redania. You're the Redanian king. So yeah, and this is heart attack music, in case that wasn't clear and you needed a reminder. Dandelion, I'm pretty sure we talked earlier, right? We were supposed to distract you so that you wouldn't try to follow us. Okay, and we did stash a bunch of stuff, so we do have some inventory space. That's probably good. I mean, normally I would say let's stash some stuff that we won't need, like crafting materials, so we have space to pick up more things, but then again, I mean, we're going to be using, coming up near the end at this point, I would think, and therefore, if ever there were a time to craft up our weapons, then it would probably be right about now. But I think, I kept some of that stuff in our inventory just in case. But let's go up there and see what all this fuss is about. Because, yeah, we do have a lot of... Oh, hello, Zoltan.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing there?
Stretching my legs. What's wrong?
Fist tech?
You alright, Zoltan? Haven't started taking fist tech, have you?
Nah, I'm just allergic to bastards.
Spare me. What's going on?
What's going on? Kids are orphaned one day and killed the next. Your precious order is slaughtering women, children, civilians, everyone.
The order is?
The elven
Not
civilians
Salamander?
have returned a few blows.
Virtually all non-humans have taken up arms. Turns out they trapped healthy non-humans with sick humans in old Vizima to finish us with a plague.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Allergy's still bothering me. Here's what Shani said. Zoltan, how can a witcher be so stupid? Those murdering knights could have spared the civilians.
Yada, yada, yada.
Go away, you're aggravating my allergy.
Sorry, dude. But also, let's make sure the Knights of the Order aren't killing civilians. Yeah, it sounds like something we ought to do. Also, a commando leader sounds like someone that we would... Well... Oh!
Halt.
That's a lot of dudes. Do I have to fight all of you right now? Maybe. By any chance, can I, like, usher you back down here? Okay, I see what's happening. I was gonna say, that's an awful lot of guys for me to fight single-handedly. That seems a little unreasonable. Fortunately, it does appear as though some of these guys aren't just standing here for show. They're actually going to fight. I don't have any stamina to do that. Fine, I'll take the leader if you guys insist. Here, I'll use quick stance. I don't really know how well these guys are gonna be able to defend themselves on their own. How much do we have to carry the team right now? Because in our previous fight, we, in the previous town, turns out our friends were not doing so well. We were preoccupied fighting, like, one guy at a time, not really doing a lot, kind of like what we're doing right here. And turned out that our enemies were absolutely slaughtering everyone else. So, or commando leaders, wow, there's a lot of them. So I'm a little wary of turning around and seeing that they might have just taken everyone out. They haven't yet. This will help, though. Fortunately, we have a Witcher. They don't, at least not yet. I mean, who knows if Berengar will reappear and side with Salamandra? I mean, these, granted, are Scoia'tael at the moment. Or, well, I don't know. Some of them were, I thought. But then again, these guys don't really look like they're wearing the usual elf garb. They look more human. Which makes me wonder, where do they actually fit? Well, I mean, you did just say the Elven Star Rises, so thank you for answering my question. I was gonna say, there goes what little army we had. We do have one guy left, seemingly. Can we keep him alive? I mean, oh, okay. Getting a little more help, apparently. Now we should be fine. I mean, did we even need to fight these guys? I actually don't know. It's good practice. We're actually not taking a lot of damage. The endurance for that. Right, you guys are barely doing anything. It's like you're just playing with wooden swords, going, eh, my turn, your turn, my turn. Not actually hitting each other. It seems like every certain, like every minute or something like that, every specified amount of time, predetermined amount of time, we just happen to get one more soldier to decide, yeah, now's a good time for me to come up from doing nothing downstairs and actually help you out, like that guy there. I mean, doesn't look like we really need it anymore, because I think that, oh no, it's not the last guy. Also, it seems like that was a pretty useless sign right there. Okay. There's a chance that these guys keep on coming too, in which case we might need to reevaluate our strategy here a little bit. Because like I said, do we actually need to be doing this right now? Who knows? But at the very least, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to loot. It'll be kind of nice. We do still have a place in which to stash our stuff. That should have been an opportunity to use finishing blow there. I swear. You guys just keep on coming, don't you? Am I supposed to go over here and... hold on. Ow. Our friends are in the way. I was wondering if... am I supposed to, like, actually go here and fight these guys? Is that the only way I can stop the flow of enemies? Does make you wonder a little bit. Or is there actually a finite amount? And, whoa. I did not realize I had such low HP. Okay, hold on. I was thinking we could be aggressive and just head on over there, but maybe I need to be a little more cautious there. I mean, we could... getting surrounded here. Please, one moment. Oh, you did hit me for a lot of damage, actually. The bleed, I assume. Gonna say, not that. That would probably be a good opportunity to quickly do that. Because, we've seen better days. Also, that did absolutely nothing. And we're still getting hit, even though I didn't think we were still getting hit. Wow. Maybe I underestimated these guys a little bit. We are still getting the regeneration from the previous food that we downed, but I feel like we might... could really use a little more regeneration. Also, I do not like that you just managed to take no damage from that. I actually retreat here. Kinda, sorta. Wow. We're back at the temple quarter! Also, oh my goodness.
Come here.
No, I don't want to do that. In fact, if I could just, like, take a minute here, if you don't mind. Apparently you are still trying to attack me. But if you would have let me just do this, maybe you'll come down here, maybe you won't, but, you know, maybe my friends will decide it's time for them to start fighting back again. Maybe this will give me an opportunity to eat more food. But, I mean, it really seems like there's just a constant flow of enemies that keep on coming up, kind of like what we were saying was happening with our friends. So I feel like we don't actually need / want to stay there the whole time. So at the very least, I'm going to stick down here for a second and use this as an opportunity to heal up a bit.
Hey, I'm just a poet.
It's not Dandelion, is it? No. Does it actually look like the number of people down here are just decreasing? I don't think so. Also, I didn't see that Carmen was here earlier. Let's talk to her briefly.
Thank you, Geralt.
Yeah, don't mind the people fighting behind us, then completely ignore it.
How are the girls?
They still speak of you. Shani and I have become friends.
Oh, good for you too.
I hope she's well.
She treats the sick and wounded no matter their race. Not all look kindly on that.
I see.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen her since it all began.
I'll try to find her. Farewell.
Okay. Shani doesn't like us very much right now, because we sided with the Order a bit, and that doesn't look good. We go up that? I assume that's how they're actually getting up there. I didn't realize that was a makeshift ladder. But yeah, so Shani in trouble. She's disappeared, and also doesn't like that we have sided with the Order, who has apparently gone a little off the rails here, and has further embraced their pro-humanness and anti-non-human-ish stuffs. So, like, see, there's a lot of you there. This is kind of what we saw earlier, besides the fact that we now have a bazillion remains here. And, I mean, I do like that you're not fighting me right now, but you are all staring me down. So I feel like we really need to just go into Old Vizima and ignore these guys. At the same time, I would like to loot all this stuff. So, like, if you could just look over there
Halt.
and let me take all this stuff without killing me, that'd be greatly appreciated. So, like, I'm just gonna, you know, don't mind me.
Halt.
Don't mind me. See? What? Lots of orans. Oh, Token of the Scoia'tael. I haven't seen those before, I don't think. Obviously, we saw lots of that stuff for Salamandra. So, I'm kind of, like, wondering. Oh, nope. Not your attention. Only your attention?
Defend yourself.
Yeah, I think we got everyone's attention. And I don't think I can loot right now, and this is probably a bad idea, walking in this direction. Yeah, mistakes were probably made here. I'm trying to hop over you, but you're not letting me. Now might be a good time for the shield sign. Which one is that? Active shield? I feel like we could use that right about now. If we could, like, run out of here as well, that'd be very helpful. So, like, run like crazy. That may have been exactly what we needed. Dare I say, we don't have the fighting music, but do I dare turn back, look around, see if they're still following me? Might we have the opportunity to loot? Ah, they're still there. And, oh. Also, I meant to actually do this. Fight you. Because this is gonna get problematic very quickly here. In case that wasn't apparent. Also, still don't have the endurance to use that. Okay, did kill you, but you're about to kill me. So, like, I mean, we can try doing something here, but I'm not so optimistic. Swallow does vitality regeneration, but we really need one of the ones that gives us instant healing. Unless we just say, you know what? Mistakes were made here, And we just kind of need to totally redo this part. I mean, like I was saying before, putting some weapon upgrades on, now probably not a bad time to do that. It's not going to be quick enough. We put swallow potions on at the moment, but we can try. You did still hit me. I don't want to retreat so much that everyone comes back, because that was a problem. Although it seems like this is kind of the threshold here. So, you know, like, oh, or not. And you did kind of make that easier on me. Run back that way. So I do appreciate that. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid, though. Please, let me move. I know you just stunned me, and now I'm just totally messed up here. I'm completely surrounded, and you won't let me do this. But that's exactly what I mean, is that... Okay, so they come in waves. In case that wasn't clear. I don't know if we are still expecting to get anyone to help us on our side. But that makes it a little bit trickier. Fight all you guys. We do have the Swallow Potion still active, so we're getting HP back a little more quickly. I'm thinking we go for the Force Push sign to knock people out of the way, and then we just make a dash, because I think we do need to fight people in order to actually get through, because it won't let you open the door if you're technically in combat. So it seems like you just have to fight enough of them to technically not be in combat anymore, which requires a little bit of timing. But
Halt.
here goes nothing. Run for it. See if we can do it. If not, we turn around and we fight some of them. Whoa, we did it. Okay, we're into Ulfazima! Totally the way I planned for that to go. In Chapter 5. Didn't realize that we weren't in there earlier, but...
This is madness. You should not
Is that the
expose
king?
yourself to such danger.
And the Burgermeister.
And allow me to summon a stronger force.
Nonsense, Velerad. This is my city, the capital of my kingdom. Damn it, I rule this land, and I refuse to creep around its corners.
Gracious sire.
Silence! You know you might as well wipe your ass with those intelligence reports. I want to see it with my
Oh.
own eyes.
Sorry, King, but this might be the end of the line for you, by the looks of things. You know, maybe don't, like, walk through the middle of town like this, unprepared, so that you can get easily surrounded in an ambush.
For freedom! Kill the blood!
Yeah, you're not looking so good right now.
By your own guts, human.
Too much information, man. Oh, is that the king using magic?
Grand Master, we're saved.
Oh, or not. Oh, Grandmaster of the Order. That makes more sense that you're using magic. Fire magic, at that.
You return, sire. I trust you are not too late. Your kingdom is in need.
You should know kings are never late, Jacques.
Sire, flames
debatable.
engulf half the city, and the
Yeah.
blood of your subjects fills the gutters.
Yeah,
This is
you're a
no
little late.
time for word games. You must act.
What do you propose?
Allow me to command your army, and the freedom to do as I see fit.
Never. Over my dead body.
That is a little
It was
extreme.
close this time. Next time, I might arrive too late to help.
I've seen enough. Velerad, back to the castle.
Conveniently timed, alright.
He dropped in. He seems to have a talent for that. What should I do with him?
He'll come with us. I have a matter to discuss with him.
Ooh. Never mind, Ulfazima. Straight to the castle.
Witcher of Rivia.
Sire, I am honored.
As I'm sure you surmised, I have not summoned you here out of whim.
I mean,
A
you didn't really
serious matter
summon
weighs upon us. A
I
curse
guess you did.
binds my daughter. I want you to remove it. I have gathered all who might offer aid. DeWitt has been the princess's adjutant for the past half-year. Velerad has known Ada since her childhood. And Triss Merigold is here for her extensive knowledge of magic and female intuition.
Okay.
Consult them and think upon this matter. We shall speak about it again soon.
As you wish, Your Highness.
In the meantime, equally urgent issues demand our attention.
I'm listening, sire.
Witcher, imagine returning home from an excursion against a monster, a Kikimor for instance, only to discover your home a whorehouse.
Your Highness.
I'm not finished. Those you left in charge failed you. A traitor threatens to oust you from the home of your ancestors. Wouldn't you be angered? Would you not elect to shed more blood?
Absolutely, sire. The non-humans must pay. With your backing, the Order...
Unfortunately, the Knights have forgotten their place. They've developed a taste for power and want more. That is not something I can allow.
You stood by while the Order's power increased. Perhaps you should negotiate with the Grand Master.
And perhaps I should behead the Grand Master and his underlings. That would solve the problem. Sadly, it's not that simple.
I mean, they are also your best shot.
Sire.
I must attend
ending
to
off
some
the
urgent
Scotel.
matters. Speak with these excellent minds. Gain their insight. And don't forget my daughter, Witcher. I'm counting on you.
I won't forget.
My servant will summon you when I have more time. I'm surrounded by imbeciles.
Triss, Velerad, and DeWitt. Okay, so we need to talk to the various leaders here. Oh, some of whom are right next to us. But can't help but notice, you know, like, we did just leave this stuff right here. Unattended throne. Nice soft cushions. It's been a long trip back.
Yes?
Don't mind if I just pop a squat? Alright. Anyway, Triss, Velerad, Triss, it's been a long time. I think more than anyone would like to speak to you.
Geralt, I was worried about you.
I worried too. I'm proud of you. Heard how you fought for Alvin. Horrible things are happening in Vizima.
True, but the king has placed me under his, protection. Tell me,
What exactly
where's
do you mean
Alvin?
by that?
Alvin vanished into thin air one day.
Yeah,
Despite the amulet
you know.
I gave him.
Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I'd hoped the amulet would block those abilities.
I hope he'll be all right. Triss, I've been thinking about us.
Oh, Geralt.
Oh. So this is not really where I thought this conversation was going. Granted, I mean, we did give her a ring not long ago, so I mean, we've kind of already gone in that direction, thought we already reached this point. But, you know, I kind of thought we were here talking about strategy because there's a whole horde of enemies outside trying to burn the village, city, and destroy everyone inside of it, so that seemed like that was kind of more important than our personal relationship, but, you know.
I want to be with you no matter what. Love is the sole thing of beauty in these rotten times.
Geralt.
I
Aw.
could change, take fewer risks. We'd find Alvin, live together. I'd build a house.
A house. Nice dream. You could breed horses and sheep. I'd tend the garden, cook meals. We'd sell what we grew to buy copper pots, iron rakes. We'd age with dignity. Evenings you'd play bagpipes of your own making as a remedy for my gloom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Geralt, say something.
She reading our
Lose
minds?
you.
I'm here. These are trying times. We just need to survive. We can dream again when the madness passes.
Triss,
I love you too, Geralt. To the end of time.
Oh. Alright, but about that whole everyone here around us is dying and the city is in great peril. I feel like we kind of brushed over that part. Oh, hey, what's up, Velerad? Don't mind us.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Velerad.
I saw you speaking with the king.
Oh,
gather
cool.
it was unpleasant.
It could be worse.
At least you're talking about the king and not our conversation with Triss. You told me about Ada. Yeah, I'd like to get a better understanding as to how we're treating Ada in all this, since she was kind of the person who was backing Salamandra after all that stuff, and at the moment it looks like it's mostly the Scoia'tael that are fighting back, but have to assume Salamandra haven't just disappeared, and Ada, by extension, is involved still.
The king told me about Ada.
Dreadful, you warned us it might return. Can you break the spell
Oh.
a second time?
Oh, she got turned back into the monster-y thing that we, once upon a time, helped her to not be. Ooh, that's harsh.
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Striga had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood. You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrid dead, the king was overjoyed.
I have no idea who this was. But, yeah, let's see what the damage is like.
This time round?
I don't know. These days, the corpses lie thicker than flies on a pile of manure.
Oh,
Know where the
fantastic.
Striga sleeps in daytime?
No, but she's been seen in old Vizima. She may hunt there.
Removing the princess's curse will be risky.
True, but the king has ways of encouraging you to do it.
Go on.
We'll see.
Do what you will, but remember, Foltest loves his daughter very much.
I know.
Geralt.
So, are you saying that we can't resort to just taking her out when she's a monster? We have to actually cure her. Fine. Just don't want to make it easy, do you?
Aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked irate.
At me?
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
I've served Temeria all my life. If they condemn me, I'll hold my head high as I walk to the gallows.
Alright. Say so.
Well,
Say I didn't warn you. Striga sleeps in daytime, but apparently she has been seen in Old Vizima. I mean, I have to imagine that means go to Old Vizima at nighttime when she is wreaking havoc. And you can't just magically or luckily happen to find her in the day when she's sleeping. Just be like, oh, okay, easy. No fight necessary.
Witcher?
You.
Count.
No titles, please. Let us bury past misunderstandings in the name of a greater cause.
So be it.
Geralt?
I don't remember exactly how you fit into all of those misunderstandings and confrontations we had in the past, but I don't think you were all that friendly to us, and you had some affiliation with Ada, some affiliation with, by extension, Salamandra, so I'm a little confused as to how I should be approaching this conversation with you right now.
The king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
Not surprising. You succeeded once, though it nearly cost you your life. The Striga's appearance possibly spells the end for Foltest. Many say he offended the gods. Remember how she first became a Striga?
Nope.
Remind me.
As a youth, Foltest had quite an appetite. So much so that he plowed his own sister.
Oh.
Their child died at birth, but then continued to grow in its coffin, only coming out to feed.
Fantastic.
Then you arrived and broke the spell, though apparently not completely.
So she
The Striga's
was
reappearance
dead,
proves the
and then we
royal dynasty is
removed the curse,
cursed.
which technically made her
People are
undead.
sensitive to such signs. No wonder Foltest wants you to kill the Striga.
I thought I was supposed to lift the curse.
Yeah.
You are to keep the Striga from becoming an eyesore.
The chance of removing the curse is minimal.
I've heard a rumor of an additional reward for killing the Striga.
Would the rumor mention how much?
5,000
Whoa.
Nice
Okay.
number. Any idea who's spreading this rumor?
No. However, there are other things to consider. If you do solve the Striga problem, the king might take his savior's advice.
Have anything specific in mind?
A fresh yet unsigned decree on the king's desk disbands the order.
Oh.
If you ask the king to reconsider, well, your friend Siegfried would be grateful.
So he is planning to disband the order, and we would have to help him to undo that. I thought it was the other way around, that if for some reason we were feeling unhappy with the way in which the order had gone, then we could use that influence that we gain as a way to, well, make it so that we got rid of the order.
That seems satisfactory.
Don't recognize your name? I don't think.
Wishon Star, a witcher in my native Beauclair in the Duchy of Toussaint. A witcher once spent an entire holiday feast dancing with a sorceress.
Not I, milady. I dance rather poorly.
Do all witchers have white hair?
No, milady. I am alone in that.
Perhaps I am confused. Regardless, I do have a certain matter for you.
How can I help?
Très bien. Mon Dieu. My 3 cousins recently fled the city due to some unfortunate coincidences.
Sounds like they're not coincidences.
Of a sort. I wish to send them some coin to alleviate their situation. Understand?
Okay.
Perfectly. I'll act as messenger for an appropriate fee.
Ah, parfait. My cousins Corbin, Buse, and Ramiro sought refuge in the swamp, in the caves there. Please deliver 300 orens to each of them.
As for my fee...
My cousins will give you a receipt. Take these to
I don't know.
To the captain of the mercenaries, my fiancé. He will reward you.
I only get paid up front. Except when I don't. Hey, can we just, like...
Yes?
Run off with that 900 orbs that you just gave us? Seems like maybe we could.
Ruffian.
Also, though, that does suggest that we can, in fact, of course, make it back to... Make it back to... Well, did we actually go to the throne room? Wait, this wasn't the throne room? That wasn't the throne that I was joking about sitting on? Hold on. That's not too... How do we get out of here? This door? This door is way less dramatic. Looks way more boring. But it's also locked.
Is that so?
The heck? Hold on a second. Oh, maybe the door that's, like, already open?
Our merciful master won't permit you entrance. He'll send for you.
I see.
Oh. Does that mean we're hopefully still supposed to speak to someone else before he comes back to speak with us? I mean, we did talk to Triss about things that were not directly related to the actual strategy here, so I wonder if there might be more to speak to her about. Yes, that appears to be the case. Okay.
What do you think about the situation with Ada?
She's a Striga, Geralt. We both know that curses don't cast themselves.
What are you suggesting here?
Any theories?
Years ago, when you first removed the curse, you ordered the princess to wear a necklace with an inclusion. Juniper, broom, and hazel branches were to be burned in her chambers.
Don't tell me. Someone replaced the necklace and added crap to the fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone close to her who knew the secret. Velerad might know something.
So you think I should aid the king?
Definitely. In a sense, I'm a political prisoner. I could teleport away, but that would be highly inappropriate, and I still have a few matters to settle here.
Alright, if you say so.
I wouldn't dream of boring you with them. I know you're busy slaying non-humans.
It's not like that.
Is that supposed to be a shot at us?
Calling a rebellion. Is that what they call it? Eliminating terrorists? I see no difference.
I've got to go.
I mean, you are kind of right. Possible someone helped Ada turn into a Striga. Oh, where are you?
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go
Velerad?
immediately.
What about, like, yeah. So, I will go immediately, like, as soon as I'm done talking to other people first.
Geralt.
Because I still want to talk to you about Alvin.
What do you think happened to Alvin?
Frankly, I never guessed he'd bypass the Dimeridium. That would be a feat for many sorcerers. Clearly, he has enough power to teleport himself anywhere, perhaps even through time.
That
I've got to go.
sounds like a recipe for trouble. Alright, Velorad, supposedly you might be able to tell us a little bit more about the Striga business.
Geralt.
Although...
Farewell.
not. Okay. Let's check our quest real quick. Spoke to Triss, Velorad, and DeWitt. I think I know where I stand. He will soon summon me. Sure. Speak revenge. Go to old Vizima and hunt down the Salamander boss. Okay. That's more what I was expecting. And deliver stuff to people in the caves in the swamp. Azar Javid as well. Seem like they're one and the same. Okay. Here goes nothing.
Yes?
Oh, okay, that was presumably the chamber dude. Guessing we're supposed to go over there? This is probably the door that you weren't letting me go through before. Okay, I'll go down here.
Yes?
Or down here. I mean, up here, but we'll check if there's anything hiding in the corner here that might be awesome and full of amazing loot, like 3 billion Orans and the best sword in the game.
Better not.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Don't actually have to click on the door. Any other stuff I can loot from you? You are a king. Presumably you'd have some nice stuff. Like dried fruit and flint. Is this supposed to be the throne room? Because this is definitely not a throne room.
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I have no
I
idea.
don't believe so. She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so? You're not making this any easier, Geralt. Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me.
I mean, you say that, but I feel like that's not
Gave
true.
you my trust. You did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Really seems
Don't
like the kind of
fight
thing
me
where you
yet.
say that, and then I do it, and then
Should
you're
you
like,
learn
well,
who cast the curse?
not so
Tell
much.
me
Get out of
and
here.
Only me. If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish within
Oh.
reason, of course.
Well, okay,
If you
maybe
must
that's
slay her,
it's pretty
do it
different then.
quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
Okay, that's a little bit
Understand,
more
sire.
understandable.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
What would that be, Witcher?
I have been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My
Or
daughter
the plague.
dealt with them.
But,
stupid
yeah,
girl.
metaphorically.
I
Salamander.
regret I ever departed. To your credit, Velorad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
About that.
Exactly my aim.
One last matter, Witcher. Forgive me, but I had you followed. I received a report about your personal life.
Your Highness.
You must know that I hardly did this out of lewd curiosity. My spies report that you are romancing Marigold. I need to know if there is anything more to it.
Excuse me? That is none of your business, sir.
Triss and I, we're close. That's no one's business but ours.
No need to be rude, Witcher. I, too, loved Ada's mother.
Her
They
sister?
forbade me from marrying her.
Yeah.
But I hope you fare better. At least as
That's
a
kinda
lieutenant,
different.
you need not worry about pregnancy. If you desire to go to Vizima, talk to my chamberlain. I shall be away from the castle for some time. See Velorad about any other needs.
So everything went
Farewell, sire.
down the drain when you were gone.
I rule a
Your
land
city
of idiots.
is in flame. And, you know, could do something about it, but I'm just gonna head out. So, like, talk to other people, because I don't want to do anything about it. Okay. Hold on. So, Foltest was quite clear. If I botch things with Striga and she suffers, my friends will suffer too. Fantastic! If on the other hand, I manage to lift the curse, I can expect a reward. If Ada dies quickly and painlessly, I'll neither gain nor lose anything. Okay. Let's speak to the Chamberlain if I want to return to Old Vizima. So... It's a lot of things that seem like they can go wrong there. And it seems like that's the primary thing in Old Vizima that we might run into. Otherwise... Curious? We could actually still do this, but apparently not. Otherwise... Order's evil intentions... Check in on the Order, who are apparently on the bridge. Oh, between... Oh no, that's Old Vizima. Okay, so we haven't seen that before. For a second I thought that was the outskirts, because it looked like Palisade Wall was kind of familiar there, but... Okay, so that's also an Old Vizima thing. Might be that just about everything left is in Old Vizima. I guess that wouldn't surprise me too much. That sounds like Vizima proper. Though I suspect that either way, we're probably going to need to talk to this guy. Let's just double check. I'd like to speak to Velerad one more time, because Triss was saying how he would theoretically have some information for us about how to lift the curse, and seeing as how that's the way that we actually get a reward out of it, I would like to get that information.
Geralt.
But, yeah... Doesn't seem like he will actually give us anything there.
Have I fallen into disfavor?
By any chance?
Sir, do not interrupt my thoughts.
Nope. Don't have any amazing wisdom to bestow upon us. Worth a shot. Okay. So I think we head back. And by back, I mean probably to Old Vizima that we've never actually been to before, but where exactly we end up...
I'd like to return to Vizima.
I'm not sure.
Are you ready, sir?
I mean... I have any alternative other than just speaking to people here? I don't think there's anywhere else we can go, right? Making it sound like this is a be-all, end-all. Once you go, you're gone for good, and that's probably the case. But I just don't know of anything else that we would do in preparation. Yeah. That's probably not the way things usually are here. Return of Ninja Geralt. See some people. And move on and search for clues of the Striga's whereabouts. Okay. That makes sense. Voltes and I talked about the woman in my life, and I realized I have feelings for Triss. Oh, it's not like we just told her we loved her not long ago, and we actually had to talk to the king in order to figure that out. What does that say about that conversation we had with Triss earlier? Yeah, we were saying it, but we didn't really mean it until we spoke to someone else. I have the impression once I loved a sorceress deeply, Triss suggested I might regain my memory, and I think that at heart she wants me to realize she was the love of my life. Oh. Okay, so... Can we look at the map? Yes, but there's not much here. Forge, Legion Wall, Executioner Tower. That's the gate to the place where we've been before. I don't know if we can actually get through there or not. Especially seeing as how that was heavily guarded. Uh-oh. Oh, I recognize you.
Greetings, Witcher. I knew we would meet again sooner or later.
Greetings, Rayla. Get your unit back?
Yes. My reward for that elven slut.
Excuse you.
I told you I'd hunt her down.
Teruviel?
That's the one. Yavin's bitch.
Again.
I handed her over to the boys, then we hung her. I've never seen anyone fight so fiercely.
Decision time. A turning point. Stand aside or fight non-humans. I chose to fight. Neutrality gone. The skirmish at Murky Waters was the first of several victories for the Order. The uprising nears its end. I just hope the victory is not too costly.
I mean, I did try to stay neutral to a certain extent. May have messed up there. Because, yeah, Teruviel did kind of turn on us pretty quickly there.
They say
1 minute
Yevon's
we're
gone wild.
helping her out, and the next
Chaos
she's
reigns in the elven ranks.
or capturing everyone in the city.
They're attacking without rhyme or reason.
Try to keep up. We'll head to the field hospital in the center of Overzima. I've already killed 20 Scoia'tael. I wager you can't beat that.
Any purpose to this excursion, apart from killing?
Siegfried waits with important orders for me. Ready?
Oh, you're helping us out? That Rayla could kill more Scoia'tael than... Bet Rayla that I could kill more Scoia'tael than her. That's probably where the rabbit stuff, or squirrel puffs, squirrel, rabbit, same thing, right? Where those come in. Ran into White Rayla in the streets of Overzima, must get to the hospital where Siegfried is a patient. Uh-oh. Rayla suggested a bet. She thinks she can kill more Scoia'tael than me. Her tally so far is 20. That doesn't help. I don't know if she actually can gain more along the way. Or if, or that just means basically get 20 at any point in time. Hello. Again, don't really know if there's going to be a finite amount of you or not. Some of you are just kind of standing there doing a whole lot of nothing. White Rayla is fighting, seemingly. Okay. That was pretty gruesome, and also that guy's kind of just chilling there. That also didn't look so good. Yeah, so basically my question is, can White Rayla take more of those squirrel tails if, in fact, she's participating in the fighting like this? And I would think no, but maybe still possible. Oh, I was wondering what the Order Arbalist was doing there. Appears to have been loading his crossbow, but looked a little questionable there. Yeah. What do we think of our current offhand? Super offhand. This is the offhand. This is like the secondary weapon. What do we think of it? 2 to 8 damage I think is very low. High chance to inflict pain. I don't think this is a very good one. Yeah. Slightly more damage. Definitely less chance to inflict pain. Also, what? Oh, really want to start swinging a sword at you, and I was about to. Both these guys, they want me to swing a sword at. I mean, rather not fight the civilians like that.
Rubbish.
We'll deal, but keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh. Oh. Some rune. And rune stone. Stuff looks potentially pretty helpful here. By any chance, discussing the political situation after the war with Nilfgaard. We've heard so many people complaining about this, but we don't actually know what it is, or what the deal is. It's only 50 orange, so I feel like we can. Maybe would have gotten it at some point. Diary of a Dice Collector? Also 50? Sure. Already read this one. Okay. But as I was saying before, I think using some of these guys, maybe less so the runes that actually upgrade your silver sword, because I'm not sure if we can upgrade Aerodite, or Aerodite. That's how you say it. Aerodite. Not sure if we can actually upgrade it with those runes, or if that only would have made sense with a basic silver sword. These ones definitely would affect it. In which case, what would we like? Chance of hitting opponents and chance of hitting opponents and damage. Okay, like accuracy and damage. Okay. Chance of hitting opponents. Okay, accuracy and damage by 40%. So it's just an objectively better version. Why is it? Oh, it is more expensive. I was gonna say, looks like it was less expensive. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. This seems really powerful, though. So that seems like, with what monies we have, that's potentially a good option to help us get out of a pinch. we find ourselves in a really tough battle and we just need some extra form of damage, and maybe it's worth throwing these things on, or picking these up as well, just in case. Less powerful, yes, as we just established, but not terribly expensive. Hello, White Rayla. Anyone else I can talk to?
Just stay out of my way. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, but you'll be sorry.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Assuming these are... Oh, I was going to assume these were all ones that we'd already looted. That's 5 tails already. If we picked one up earlier from that previous area, I mean, we could have had a bazillion had we been able to loot all those guys earlier. Does seem as though people are fighting even in our absence, based on how many remains there are here. So, you know, like, don't mind me. I pick up the scraps here. We definitely did lose one of you. Okay. I mean, we don't even need to fight, and we'll still get the amount of... Oh, we can't loot the order people? Only the Scotel? I mean, probably makes some sense, but... Yeah, even without fighting, see, like, remains there from an order person that we can't pick up. We're gonna hit the threshold. Excuse me.
Why have the gods punished me?
Without even fighting anything. We're gonna get all the... Oh, game crash. Alright, so confirmed. Game crashed. We didn't hard save, so we're auto-save, or loading an autosave that is apparently going to take us right at the beginning of Old Vizima. Granted, we didn't really do much in here other than just loot the remains from enemies that other people fought. Which is kind of what I was starting to say earlier, was that, I mean, that quest where we're competing against White Rayla is basically going to turn into a looting quest and not actually a fighting quest. So I'm probably going to skip through here quite a bit.
Greetings,
we
Witcher.
have had this conversation already.
That's the...
Skip this as well? Yeah? Okay.
They
Okay.
say try to seek...
Okay, so yes, I don't really think that changes much of anything. Yes, we had a brief fight. Oh, we should be using the sword instead. Probably we're not doing that before. In fact, we might not have been doing that. Whoa! When we were fighting the enemies earlier, when we first entered Vizima. On the bridge. Yeah, because I think we're doing a lot more damage here. Probably my mistake there. Maybe would have made it more manageable to go up against all those many foes, but... So this doesn't change much other than just allow us to actually fight more people directly ourselves and potentially get a little more experience for that reason. I would love if you would actually take damage. Rather than just having all of our allies take these guys out. Loot might be slightly different, as we are potentially seeing here. Come on. Some cheese while we're at it.
Death to non-humans.
Okay, I was gonna say you were standing on a pile of remains. I was a little bit concerned for your well-being there. Oh, are you actually taking things out of these parcels?
Rabble breeds poverty. Yeah, I put loads of gold teeth in their bodies.
There were more things that we could loot there compared to what we got earlier.
We'll deal,
I wonder.
but keep your hands where I can...
Okay.
You're safe for now.
Either we deal, or we part.
Okay, say so. Established. We have interest in that. We have interest in that. We have interest in that. We have interest in all books except for that one. Okay. Is there anything we'd like to sell you? I mean, we could read these books and then sell them back to you. The aftermath of the war should be stated clearly and plainly. The order created after the war with Nilfgaard is no order. It is a mess. Kings still tremble before the might of the Black Ones. Nilfgaard still threatens the north. Sorceresses and spies work from the shadows, pulling puppet strings. Monsters roam the roads, while soldiers do what they want and oppress simple folk. A mess, I say. Amongst all the dangers, two are especially significant. The first comes from the non-humans, who have assimilated only superficially. Nilfgaard has given the elves hope for a rebirth, and has placed swords in their hands and a slogan on their lips. We will know no peace while the non-humans walk the earth. The second resides in new religious movements. Only a few years ago, the cult of the Eternal Fire was laughed at. How can one worship fire? Some mocked it, saying, maybe we should start worshipping mud or the winds. They now bow their heads before the might of the Order and demonstrate themselves to be zealous neophyte. Fundamentalism has always drawn strength from hypocrisy and ignorance. Never before in history, however, has there been so much on which to draw. What then can an ordinary man do in such turbulent times? Maintain his integrity and decency. That's what. Okay, a little more context there. If we didn't know it before, it seems like Nilfgaard is at least what remains of the hometown of the elves, which would explain why people are so not friendly toward it, or generally talk about the war with Nilfgaard and say that it was a terrible thing. Or at least Nilfgaard general is a terrible thing. Alright. The Dwarven Regiment of Mahakam Volunteer Armory. I'm pretty sure those are some of the daggers we saw were Mahakam daggers. The officers spend their days playing dice poker. Seems an interesting game. That autumn, the dwarves have marched south toward a great battle with Nilfgaard. Dear old Molnar gave me a set of dice. I think he meant to compensate me for all the games I lost. Winter. My trip to Vizima was worthwhile. I won a decent sum at the inn. It's a pity the locals don't want to play me anymore. I must learn to lose a bit more often. Next spring, the jade dice lost me a fortune. My collection would be incomplete without them. Every now and again, I manage to convince someone to play around with me, but I feel I must move to the city again. The autumn. What rotten luck. I had to sell Father's estate. As soon as I start winning again, I'll buy it back. Spring. I was told a band of deserters stalks the area. I doubt the poor village or my humble abode holds anything they could covet. There's nothing of value around here. Maybe they would fancy a game of dice poker. That sounds like someone who's gotten a little carried away with things. Alright. There may still be things here to loot. Certainly are. We can still use all the squirrel tails we can get. Use you. Here as well. Oh, the hospital door? Not see that. But it's locked. Okay, I'm gonna save here real quick. Knowing what happened last time. Where we ended up right around here. Over in the alleys, and let's just see if we can take out a few more people. Oh, this is, again, the wrong sort of boat. And it's, I mean, I guess it makes sense that you see all these people running around. Oh, yikes. Like, random civilians. But it is a little difficult at times to discern friend from foe or innocent bystander from adversary. Granted, the adversaries do have right above their heads, so that should make things pretty clear, but it doesn't. Not all the time. It's in my defense. Even some of the normal enemies... excuse me? What's happening here? Even some of the normal enemies... Or I should say, even some of the pedestrians...
Here to die.
What? We'll have swords next to them when we try to click on them, so it's not like we can just talk to them and be peaceful if we wanted to. Game insists we fight back. Alright, you can finish you off very easily, right? You just let me swing my sword at you once. Thank you.
No further. Understood.
Kind of thought we were going to be able to take you out with a finishing hit there. There we go. That's one of our people. This is not. Also, you won't let me loot when we are still fighting you, theoretically. Yeah, I'm on. There we go. Alright, there's still a few more over there, but I'm pretty sure we can start looting. Right? Right? Maybe? Possibly? And there's more over there, too. Like, maybe I can't. But not gonna stop me from trying. No, I was kind of just looking to do a little bit of looting here, if, you know, you didn't mind, but it does seem as though there's gonna be a lot of fights. A lot of fights here. Generally just tons and tons of enemies. Some of whom seem to be waiting for us to approach them, and others seem to be playing a little more aggressively, chasing us down. Just gonna use a sign there. We don't have the endurance, nor do we really want to waste one on someone with this low HP. Rather, do something like that. Dude, there are a lot of you guys, though. Can actually use some friends here. Potentially. The normal elf swordmasters, swordsmen, seem not to have a ton of HP. We can take them out pretty quickly. If, in fact, we're just fighting one at a time. We don't have someone attacking us from behind, as I thought was the case for a while there. Oh, never mind the fact that I started attacking the Order Squire. That was mere coincidence. There we go. Oh! Pretty sure they just, like, exploded when I did that. More alleys as well. I hope that's us inflicting pain, not him inflicting it on us. Ooh. Man, they just keep coming out. Lord of the Forge? Coming out of there, seemingly? Rayla, something tells me that getting 20 of the squirrel tails is not going to be so tough after all. Granted, I would prefer if you didn't, like, heal in the middle of this fight. Since I'm pretty sure that's what you were doing there. Yeah, do you guys ever stop coming out? Because I feel like you don't. In which case, this is probably another scenario where we kind of just need to keep on moving. Another scenario where it'd be great if we could just kind of, like, take a second to stop and loot. I'd like to do that. At least, oh, come on! At least let me pick up the squirrel tails! Can't you just cooperate? Right, you say that as, like, you're not actually fighting anyone?
No further. Understood?
You guys would just let me loot and reach that 20 tail marker, we could stop fighting. That's all I want. Just have to beat Rayla. You guys would just cooperate, and this could all end. Ah, again! Just cooperate! It's nothing personal. Never mind the fact that I'm quite literally counting the number of people that I've defeated or looted from other people having defeated, but surely that doesn't matter, right? Surely you won't take that too much. Like, I mean, surely you guys just have those squirrel tails lying around somewhere in storage, and if you could maybe just, like, supply me with those, then we wouldn't have to do this. We're actually taking a lot of damage here. Because, again, there are a lot of people here. And you seem to never stop going up. You included.
Easier to die.
Okay, you are one of our people. Just try to loot. All I want is to loot. All I want is to loot. Okay, I'm deliberately going to try to find somewhere to retreat to. And I think this is probably it, because I think that we need to push forward in order to actually progress, and this is probably a good place for us to end this video, because otherwise we will be fighting for a very long time. So with that, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.